Chosen one, your presence here is not random, and your ears are not hearing these words by coincidence. This moment was arranged with exactness. Heaven calculated this intersection long before you realized you would arrive. The fact that you are here now is proof that divine timing is unfolding with precision. There is already movement happening beyond what your eyes can detect. A shift has begun in the unseen realm, and you are positioned at the threshold of a transition that will redefine your access, your authority, and your reach. This is not casual motivation. This is alignment taking place. What has been concealed is preparing to step forward. Anointed one, the chapter you are closing was never designed to last forever. The delay you wrestled with was shaping you. The silence that unsettled you was guarding you. The isolation that felt heavy was actually positioning you. Scripture says the vision waits for its appointed time and will not fail, as written in Book of Habakkuk 2:3. That appointed hour is approaching. There is acceleration forming around your life. Elevation is near. Provision is aligning. Connections are being arranged that could not have entered your world until your spirit matured enough to sustain them. Chosen one, heaven is coordinating meetings, clearing pathways and unlocking resources that were reserved specifically for this season. Where there was once resistance, an opening is forming. Where stagnation seemed permanent, movement has begun. This is not luck, this is selection. But understand this clearly. Not every reminder from God arrives with noise. Some arrive quietly, patiently, faithfully, like something set aside until the right moment to be reclaimed. What has been prepared is already resting in place, steady and ready. There is something you must hear without exaggeration or fear. What is approaching your life is not curiosity. It is not emotion or fascination. There is a person being stirred by God to notice you. They cannot explain why your name keeps resurfacing in their thoughts. They do not understand why your presence feels familiar, why your value registers before your resume is ever reviewed, why something about you feels marked. This is not attraction in the ordinary sense. This is recognition. God has placed your name within their discernment and your purpose within their field of vision. When they encounter you, something in their spirit will quietly confirm this one carries assignment. Anointed one, when God determines to elevate someone, he does not sift through their past the way people do. He does not replay your failures or consult the opinions of those who misunderstood you while you were still growing. I learned this through experience. The season when I felt invisible was the very season God was repositioning me into spaces I never would have qualified for on paper. When God declares movement, it begins long before your physical location changes. The shift starts internally. Conversations adjust. Access rearranges itself. Individuals who once overlooked you begin listening differently. Opportunities that bypassed you start returning with new awareness. Chosen one, what is moving toward you carries influence and provision, yes. But more importantly, it carries spiritual perception. This is not someone sent to overpower you or impress you. This is someone prepared to recognize you. Their wealth is not merely financial. It is strategic. They hold keys you could not manufacture alone. Certain doors open only when divine timing meets alignment. Hear this clearly. You are not behind schedule. You are not disqualified. God completed the qualification process in private through heartbreak, betrayal, sleepless nights, and moments when obedience felt costly. Anointed one, none of it was wasted. It is easy to label past seasons as losses. I once believed my quiet years meant I had missed my moment. Later, I understood humility was being formed so honor would not crush me. Discernment was sharpened so I would not confuse access with assignment. The strength God built in your identity ensures that another person's influence will not intimidate you. The influence and stability this person carries will not diminish you. It will not overshadow you. God fortified your identity before he ever expanded your surroundings. This individual is not arriving to control your direction. They are arriving to confirm what was already planted within you. Chosen one, there is a profound difference between rescue and recognition. You are not waiting to be saved. You are waiting to be seen. God is sending someone who will acknowledge your potential even on days when your own confidence feels thin. Someone whose presence strengthens you instead of draining you. Someone who understands that your calling requires partnership, not possession. Yes, they may appear different from what you imagined. Their background may not match your expectations. But heaven says, do not evaluate the container, discern the assignment. Blessings rarely arrive in the packaging we would have chosen ourselves. Anointed one, you are not being selected because you are flawless. You are being positioned because you are aligned. Your heart is aligned. Your spirit is aligned. Your future is synchronized with divine timing. You endured what was meant to shatter you and preserved your spirit when bitterness would have been easier. Even in silence, even in obscurity, you whispered trust, and that whisper carried weight in heaven. That is why this connection is forming through divine appointment, not human preference. Chosen one, the restlessness you have been feeling lately, the discomfort, the sense that your current environment no longer fits, is not confusion. It is repositioning. The places that once sustained you now feel too small because growth requires room. God often isolates before he unveils. Loneliness can feel like loss, but you are not losing. You are transitioning. Not everyone is assigned to walk into the next version of your destiny. Some relationships were meant only for your preparation season, not your manifestation season. When this alignment becomes visible, there will be whispers. There always are. Those who were silent during your struggle may suddenly form opinions about your rise. Do not shrink to accommodate their discomfort. Do not explain what God has opened. Do not apologize for doors you did not force. The moment you reduce yourself to make others comfortable is the moment you slow what heaven is establishing. You were never created to live confined. Your assignment requires visibility, and your purpose requires reinforcement. Chosen one, the person being aligned with you will not compete with you. They will not belittle you. Your spirit will sense theirs. Their strength will complement your steadiness. They have been refined through their own trials, so they can respect the weight you carry. Prepare your heart for assurance, not insecurity. God does not connect prepared vessels with unready spirits. If this were not your appointed time, this intersection would not be forming. Now understand something deeper. Many misunderstand what heaven means by wealth. Wealth is not limited to money-changing accounts. Wealth is influence that opens doors before you enter. Wealth is wisdom that reduces years of learning into moments of clarity. Wealth is discipline, stability, access, and vision that multiplies what it touches. The individual being drawn toward you carries this kind of wealth, and heaven is releasing it because your next season cannot be sustained by effort alone. Anointed one, this alignment is reciprocal. They carry what you have not yet developed, and you carry what they cannot cultivate alone. God does not join imbalance, he joins assignment. I have witnessed this pattern repeatedly. True acceleration happens when two prepared paths intersect at the same spiritual altitude, not because one pursued the other, but because heaven merged them. Chosen one, this is why it feels unfamiliar. You have never been reflected at this depth before. You have never been recognized so quickly without proving yourself first. A part of you may question whether it is unfolding too swiftly. But this is not impulsive timing. This is harvest. You sowed in tears. You nurtured in quiet places. You remained faithful without applause. Now what was hidden underground is breaking the surface. Anointed one, you are shedding an outdated identity. The version of you that learned how to survive is stepping aside for the version that is called to lead. There comes a moment when coping mechanisms no longer function, when the old prayers shift, when discomfort increases, not because you are regressing, but because you are expanding. When God prepares elevation, old containers begin to crack. They cannot contain what is coming. Chosen one, your steps are being directed. Your surroundings are being rearranged. Opportunities will appear without asking for your permission. Do not resist unfamiliar spaces. Your past was never your residence. It was your training ground. God used it to teach restraint, humility, discernment. But the lesson has reached completion. The door ahead is not evaluating whether you are prepared. It is opening because preparation already occurred. Anointed one, what you have labeled anxiety is actually alignment building momentum within you. That inner pressure is destiny accelerating. Heaven is no longer whispering, it is positioning. But listen carefully. This is where discernment becomes critical. Not everything that shines is assigned. When divine movement approaches, imitation often follows. Distractions will disguise themselves as shortcuts. Compliments may arrive without substance. Yet the one sent by God will not create confusion. They will bring clarity. Their presence will feel like expansion, not entrapment. Peace, not excitement, not urgency, will confirm it. When God sends alignment, manipulation is absent. There is no pressure to perform, no demand to shrink. Chosen one, movement does not always look dramatic. Sometimes God shifts your spirit before he alters your environment. You may wake up in the same place, but your heart no longer belongs there. Conversations feel hollow. Familiar routines lose their meaning. That is transition already underway. Your life is aligning with a decision heaven has already finalized. Anointed one, the person being directed toward you will not pull you backward. They will reinforce healed courage, not reopen wounds. The distance you experienced recently was not abandonment, it was preparation. God clears space before he fills it. Chosen one, you will recognize this alignment not by appearance or status, but by an inner witness that settles quietly within you. Your spirit will register truth before your mind constructs analysis. There will be a calm certainty that does not demand explanation. That calm is divine timing, speaking without words. Anointed one, this connection is not designed to distract you from your path. It is designed to accelerate it. Heaven does nothing casually. What is unfolding has been prepared in silence, waiting until you are strong enough to carry it without losing yourself. There is a stage of the journey few people discuss openly. The place where the promise is clear, yet movement feels gradual. This is not doubt, it is endurance. You are not questioning what God said. You are learning how to remain steady while what he spoke matures. Faith in this season is no longer fueled by emotion. It is sustained by consistency. Heaven has not grown distant. It has become deliberate. I know what it feels like to wake up faithful but weary. To choose obedience again without applause, to remain aligned while circumstances appear unchanged. That is not weakness. That is stamina. There were days when I had no dramatic revelation, only the decision to stay anchored. That decision built more strength than any emotional surge could have. What you repeat in hidden places forms resilience you cannot borrow later. Chosen one, waiting is not stagnation. Waiting is preservation. The promise is not postponed because you are unready. It is protected from premature exposure. God does not hurry what he intends to sustain. The one being prepared to meet you is not late, neither are you. Heaven operates with precision, not panic. Anointed one, this is the stretch where faith becomes instinct. You show up with integrity on ordinary days. You pray without demanding reassurance. These quiet repetitions secure alignment. Breakthrough often arrives for those who remained steady long after excitement faded. Chosen one, do not measure advancement by noise. Some seasons progress in silence. There are days when the most powerful thing you can do is remain consistent. When nothing appears to shift outwardly, something is being fortified inwardly. God is increasing your capacity so the arrival does not overwhelm you. What is coming will require steadiness, not adrenaline. Anointed One, reflect on how far you have already traveled. There were moments you believed would undo you completely, yet you are still standing, still aligned, still attentive. That memory is not sentimental. It is evidence. When discouragement attempts to speak, remembrance answers it. The same hand that carried you through confusion is guiding you through this pause. Chosen One, long stretches can tempt you to seek constant confirmation, but maturity learns to rest without endless explanation. Faith often stabilizes through simple, repeatable reminders rather than dramatic signs. Strength grows when you stop demanding new proof and begin trusting accumulated faithfulness. Anointed One, a quiet reminder has been placed gently below, resting in the description and pinned comment, not to impress you, but to steady you when days feel extended. Chosen One, this waking is not punishment. It is alignment holding steady before release. God is not asking you to endure indefinitely. He is asking you to remain present. What is being formed within you right now is the ability to receive without fear and to move forward without rushing. This is the season where patience transforms into authority. You are not overlooked in this middle ground. Heaven notices every faithful repetition. Each day you remained aligned added substance to your readiness. The promise has not weakened, it has matured. When movement resumes, you will step forward with a calm you could not have gained any other way. Chosen One, this is not the end of progress. It is the strengthening of foundation. What stands next must rest on something unshakable. And you are becoming that ground. Now endurance transitions into discernment. Chosen One, this is the stage where God sharpens your inner hearing more than your outward vision. You are being trained to recognize alignment without chasing it. What is meant for you will not require desperate ion. It will approach with clarity. Elevation always introduces options, but not every option is assigned. As your world expands, additional voices will attempt to enter your space. Some will celebrate you, some will question you. Some will attempt to connect with the version of you they once overlooked. This is why God strengthened your boundaries in private. Discernment is not suspicion. It is spiritual intelligence that knows when to advance and when to remain still. I learned that not every open door is divine, even when it appears generous. Some doors are examinations disguised as opportunities. Anointed One, pay attention to how something feels after the excitement fades. What is aligned leaves lasting peace. What is misaligned leaves urgency and pressure. The one God is sending will respect your pace. They will not rush your process. They will not require you to prove your value repeatedly. Their presence will feel like agreement, not competition. Chosen One, as your influence increases, your silence will carry greater weight than your explanations. Not everyone is entitled to your inner clarity. The more internally quiet you become, the more accurately you will perceive alignment. Preparation does not end when waiting concludes. It continues through wise restraint. What God is building through you is meant to endure. That is why your reactions are being refined, not just your opportunities. Discernment now becomes protection for destiny. The more aligned you are, the less convincing distractions appear. Not because they disappear, but because you no longer require them. When God sends something genuine, it will not compete for your attention. It will meet you with peace. Chosen One, the horizon is shifting, subtly, gradually, but undeniably, you will begin to notice internal changes before external ones. Conversations respond differently. Doors answer. Your knock with less resistance. The atmosphere surrounding your name carries new weight. This is not ego, it is positioning. Your internal alignment has matured, and the external world is adjusting in response. Anointed One, hesitation is being replaced by grounded confidence, not loud confidence, not performance. Quiet assurance. You no longer question whether you belong in rooms God opens. You enter stable, not impressed, and not intimidated. This confidence was not built through applause. It was formed through obedience and survival. The connection being finalized around you will meet you at this level of steadiness. They will recognize your integrity before your talent. They will sense your consistency before your skill. Earlier versions of you might have misinterpreted what was offered, but now you carry opportunity with calm hands. When acceleration resumes fully, it will not feel chaotic. It will feel natural, like a river finally flowing within its intended path. Resistance decreases because alignment has removed friction. You are no longer forcing advancement. You are being carried by it. There will be moments when you pause and realize how seamlessly circumstances arrange themselves. What once seemed unreachable now appears ordered. That is divine orchestration completing its design. Every quiet repetition, every restrained response, every faithful decision contributed to this stability. Anointed One, this is not spectacle, it is readiness before arrival. God reveals gradually. And you are standing within that unfolding, steady, composed, prepared to advance without losing who you became in the process. What comes next will not require striving. It will require presence, and you have already learned how to stand there. Now responsibility becomes clearer, not heavier, just clearer. When God entrusts alignment at this level, He is observing stewards. Hip. How you manage access matters as much as how you endured without it. This is the phase where character and opportunity meet face to face. Anointed One, God took time with you so that influence would reveal your integrity. Many collapse under elevation, not because they are unfaithful, but because they were unprepared to remain themselves when visibility expanded. You have been prepared to carry it without compromise. You are now trusted with conversations that shape outcomes, rooms that redirect trajectories, and resources that move faster than emotion can process. Humility was cultivated deeply, not performative, but grounded. You understand where strength ends and dependence begins. The connection God is finalizing around you is not impressed by performance. They are drawn to your steadiness, your responsibility, and the weight you carry. When the urge comes to move faster than peace allows, resist it. God's preparation is not about speed, it is about clarity. You are learning to hold influence without letting it define you. Your worth is no longer tied to response or recognition. That freedom stabilizes you as elevation increases. You are no longer climbing. You are being positioned. This season requires presence, not distraction. Presence keeps your spirit sensitive and your reactions clean. Heaven converges quietly, not with spectacle, but with certainty. You will recognize the moment through peace, not shock. Recognition will meet recognition. Destiny will meet destiny. Chosen One, when you look back, you will see every delay protected you, every closed door refined you, every quiet season stabilized you. Nothing was wasted, nothing was random. God aligned more than circumstances. He aligned your capacity. You are about to step into a visible manifestation of what has been forming silently. Your old survival reflexes are no longer required. Space has been made for you. Stand grounded. Receive without shrinking. This alignment does not conclude your journey. It initiates a new way of walking, cooperative, clear, and supported. Heaven has done its work in you. Now the world will reflect it.